Hi friends, hope you all doing well. Today I come up with the topic of test plan and test strategy. What are these and how it works in we can discuss about them and let's understand how it works and what it is. So test plan, firstly what it is. Test plan is an activity. It is a high level document. It will define all the planning activities. It contains some key attributes. Those are what are the key attributes? Objective, overview, assumptions, milestone dates, testing environment, resource planning, roles and responsibilities, in scope and out scope, risks, and tools. What are these attributes? Let's discuss each and individual attribute and understand what it is and how it works. So firstly, this is a test plan is a one of the activity in the QA. QA means quality assurance. In testing, actually, in testing, this is an activity in testing process. So it is a high level document. We can here we can define all the planning activities. So let's discuss about each and every individual key attribute and understand what it is. Objective. So objectives, we need to have the objectives overview how it is and what it is. Assumption, we can assume how it is and when it is going to the when we can assume the planning activities. Milestone dates. Milestone dates means, for example, if we are starting this project in testing phase, when the testing is starting, when the testing is going to finish, we need to have these dates so that we can finish in between those deadlines. So these are called milestone dates. Testing environment. Where we are testing this environment, we should need a environment. For example, UAT is a environment. Are we testing this in UAT, or we are testing this in live client side environment, or where we are testing this? We have to understand this in test plan. And resource planning, we need resources like how many members are participating, how many testers or developers are participating, how it is going to be. So, what are the tools we are using? And we have to discuss in. So, this is called resource planning. Roles and responsibilities. Who is taking this? Which role? Who is taking which role? Who is taking the responsibility of this test? So, like for example, in a testing team, we are four testers involved in this project, and test lead or test manager will assign which role is going to be whom and who is taking the responsibility of that role. So that comes under the test plan as well. In scope and out scope. What is in scope and out scope? So in the testing, what are we covering? So we should prepare the test cases, and so and we are based on the testing activity. What are in the scope? What are in the out scope? What are we testing? What are we covering? What areas we are covering? What are we avoiding in this? So that we have to write in the test plan. Risks. What are the risks going to be? We have to expect. So major defects, or maybe anything is going to break because of this test, or any manual testing, only manual testing or automation. So because of automation, any risks are going to be involved. So these are comes under the test plan. Tools. And tools, which tools we are using? Are we using Jira for bug tracking, or are we using Excel we just making the bugs, making note, making the we just noting the bugs in the Excel, or are we using Jira? Are we using any other logistic tools? So these comes under the test plan. So in simple words, test plan is defined as a document. This is a one document which outlines the scope, objective, method, and weight on a software testing task. So this is as simple as that. Um, uh, so this is what test plan. So basically, this is a one document contains all these attributes, and we are understanding what it is going to be, what are the dates, and how many people are participating, who is taking which task, and the deadlines. Are we going to prepare, are we going to finish this testing in within the deadline, and what are the risks going to be, and what are the tools we are using? These all comes under the test plan. We have to make these before participating in the actual testing. So let's move on to test strategy. Test strategy. This is one of the important document, and it will define our approach of testing, like what types and levels of testing which we will perform on the application. It contains some key attributes like objective, overview, in scope, out scope, assumptions, entry criteria, exit criteria, deliverables, etc. So objective, like we discussed earlier, we also get the objectives in the test strategy and overview, or how overview it is, how it is going to be. In scope, what are in the what are we covering in this project? What are we not covering in this project in comes under out scope. Assumptions, we are assuming, we have the assumptions, we should have the assumption in test strategy. Entry criteria. Entry criteria means what are we covering? In first we should have, so what are the, how much percentage of the testing we are covering, how much regression we are covering, how much integration, how much system testing we are covering in this project. Exit criteria, like for example, we need to cover the area. Entry criteria and exit criteria, I will give detailed description in other session. But for now, what entry criteria means? Entry criteria means when we are starting the testing, what are we covering? Are we covering the regression? Are we, how much percentage of regression we are covering? And we how much integration system, everything. Exit criteria, when are we going to stop the testing? So what are the areas covered, and is there any defects? Well, those are comes under the exit criteria. Deliverables. So when are we when are we delivering the project? So these are comes under the test strategy. These are the key attributes we need to maintain, and make a note of these attributes and understand these. So this is very important document. So test strategy in simple words, this is needs to be done. This so in simple words, this is to be, we can see set guidelines and principles that gives good knowledge of the test design and controls how testing needs to be done. So we have the main differences. Test, for some people, First, earlier I used to get confused of test plan and test strategy, but let's see the difference how it is going to be. So test plan, for example, test plan for software project can be defined as a document that defines the scope, objectives, and approach on a software testing. So So test plan is carried by testing manager or lead that describes how to test, when to test, what we are testing, and so who is testing. These are comes under the test plan. So in test strategy, there are set of guidelines and principles we are designing and we are determining how testing needs to be done. So test strategy carried out by the project manager actually. So it says what type of techniques we have to follow and which modules we are testing. So these are comes under the test strategy. So this is basically maintained by project manager. Test strategy is maintained by the project manager and test plan maintains by the test manager. So these are the different. This is the main difference. I hope test plan and test strategy is clear. Few in case like I every time say comment below if you have any doubts. I will clarify that. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit like and share this video and subscribe to Sunatex. Play, and if you click on the bell icon, you can get the notifications of my videos. Thank you so much. I will see you in next session. Thank you.